Good evening, everyone. So in today's stream, we are going to be fixing a few bugs on the website. We have 4 bugs to fix. First one is a browser-specific bug. This only happens in Safari, and I want to find a workaround for it. I haven't been able to yet, and we are going to investigate our options in this stream. So take a look at how the background is blurred for this button in Google Chrome. And let's go to Safari. And in Safari, only this area is blurred for some reason. I don't know why this happens, and I honestly have no clue why this happens. Like, there has been so many instances where I had to fix issues specifically for Safari. I've lost count, but whatever. So this is the first thing we have to do. Right, let's get to it. So let's start by inspecting this element. I made the page huge, by the way, so you can see the difference. So there's a link in here, and the background or the backdrop filter for this link is blur. And the problem is it's only blurring this part. And I honestly don't know why. Is it related with the line height? It might be, and it could be related with the borders, or it might be related with the padding, or it could be related with the font size. See, changing the font size actually changes the way the blur is spread, so it takes the whole width if I change the font size. Don't know why that happens. If I change the display inline block property, it completely goes away. If I change the color, nothing changes. The transition doesn't seem to affect anything. Text decoration, no. The only property that seems to... Oh, there you go. That does something, right? So the text shadow property, when used with the backdrop filter, breaks the blur effect in Safari. Is that expected? I don't think so, but we can just get rid of this text shadow. And I mean, if that's what it takes, then I'm up for it. Oops. Okay, let's make the website small and let's get it to the normal size again. So this is the normal size. That's how it looks with the text shadows, and I'm just going to get rid of it. If that's the issue, I'm very happy to get rid of it actually. So let's go to the hero component, and in here we have this link, and in there we have the box class. Let's go and find the box class, and it's here. I'm just going to get rid of this text shadow, and let's start the server. Hopefully that will get rid of the issue. I mean, it will also get rid of our text shadow, but there's nothing we can do about that. That seems to be fine. There's one thing that I want to try out though. So let's go to Safari again. Let's enable this property. And let's make this super big again so you can see. Okay, the button's there. So what if I change this value to 0? Okay, and applying this doesn't seem to change the color anymore if I set that to 0. Okay. Did that make any difference before? Is it making a difference in Google Chrome? Maybe. Yes, it is making a difference in Google Chrome. So it's making it lighter, and it makes it just glow a little bit. We don't need that effect though. Like that, if that's what it takes to fix it in Safari, I'm happy to get rid of it. Okay, that's our first bug finished. Second one, blog nav buttons come to the middle of the page when loading spinner is displayed. Okay, we don't need Safari for that one. That one is fixed, so I'm just going to get rid of Safari. It's causing too many issues. Okay, so let's get the size down to the original. All right, so for this one, I need to slow down the network for you to see. So watch what happens when I click on one of these blogs. The page is very small and like narrow, and then after the blog loads, these buttons go to the other sides. To illustrate the effect better, I'm going to close all of these things first. Let's go to blog post. And Let's disable the blog post fetcher for now. So if I go back and click on one of them again, it will always show the loading spinner. So on this screen, we want the navigation bar or the page width to be the same as the page before. So this home button and the blog, this thing doesn't move. And also the moon icon is shifting towards the right a little bit. So we don't want that. I think I can set a max or min width for the page to fix it. So I'm going to open the blog page in here and let's see what the min width is for this specific page. So this page has a max width of 640 pixels, padding left and padding right of 15 pixels. Well, we need to do something similar for this one too, right? So the max width is 640 pixels, yes, but we also need to ensure that the width is constant between different pages. Not sure on how we can do that, but I have an idea. So there's a div in here and there's another div in here. So where do we actually set the width? So it's being set in here. So this is a root element. This is the blog post margins div. And I'm not sure if I can merge this div with that one. I'll try. Okay, let's try to refactor the blog post component a little bit. So there's an extra div in here. And I'm not sure why we have that. That might just be there to mitigate this issue. I was just gonna say that. Okay. Okay, the solution seems to be to set the width for this div to be 100% of the width of the div that contains it. So I'm going to add a new class name here called minWidth, or just width, and in the width class, oh, this is a patch, this is not a clean solution, but that fixes the issue. So width, width, not windows, without width, 100%. Okay, I'm going to use that class name in here, and that should fix the issue. Now the footer is gone to the left, but we can center that too. That's not going to be a problem. So all I need to do is to add margin left and margin right auto to the footer style. So we have the footer style in here, and I'm just going to say margin left auto, margin right auto. That's going to center it, and there you go. Good. So now we can get rid of this change, and the blog posts are going to load once more. Okay. Good. That issue is solved as well. So let's move on to the next one. Clicking the logo on the navbar doesn't scroll to the top. Okay. So it used to be that when you click on this, it used to scroll to the top, or it used to just scroll to the hero area over here. But while I was doing the sections refactor, I think I broke this. All right, let's get into that and fix that very quickly. So there's a link, and this link, oh, it lacks the reference. Okay, I see what the problem is. So, okay, package.json, I'm gonna show you the dependency. So I'm using this dependency in here, React Scroll. It's a dependency that does automatic scrolling for you. When you click the links, you can give a reference to one of your items, and then you can have a link that makes your page scroll to the reference of the other div. So wherever the other div is, it will use the reference of the link to figure where that one is, and it's going to scroll there. Not sure how that works, but it works, and it takes a very small size in my bundle. Okay, let's go to the home page to understand why that doesn't work. So we have the navigation bar, and the navigation bar's content is coming from here. Actually, that's not a good idea. So instead of doing that, I'm going to put the content of the navigation bar in here. So what does the navbar have? So the navbar has this stuff, right? And I think we can easily move that stuff inside the navigation bar now. Okay, let's cut this from here. I'm not going to give this as a property anymore. Let's go into the navigation bar. And in here, I'm just going to paste this there. And let's change this to content. And I think you need to add dot once more. You need to go up by one directory. And we can remove this. Let's see if the web page still works. Okay, the references still work, and this one doesn't work, and we are going to fix it. So what does this navbar.json have? It has hero reference, and the hero reference seems to be hero. Sure, okay. So these things go to these references, contacts, skills, projects, and then this is an href that goes to /blog. Okay. Let's go to the homepage again, and this homepage has this reference. And landing has landing reference, and that's coming from the content. What is landing reference? Landing reference is landing. And, oh, I see how it works now. So we need to change this from hero to landing. And now it works again. Okay. Well, it wasn't that complicated. This is simple, really. Okay, I see. That's another problem done. Okay, and I'm going to rename this from hero reference to landing reference now. And let me search if there are any other usages of hero reference. Yep. In here, we need to get rid of this. We are going to change this to landing reference. Landing reference, okay. And I'm just going to search for another. Okay, hero reference is gone. Let's make sure it works again. Yes, cool. Okay, the next one is probably going to be the most annoying one. Wait, we have a bunch of errors that we should also take a look at. Okay. If we have time at the end of the stream, I'm going to address these things, these 3 errors right here. If I manage to fix the next one is supposed to be a more difficult or challenging one. So that one is in the blog, and if the blog is in dark mode, I need to zoom in a lot for you to see this. So this is the blog, it's in dark mode. Let's switch to light mode again. Take a look at the corners in here. I'm going to zoom in for you. So do you see that corner over there? It's a perfect square, right? And now I'm going to go to the dark mode and I'm going to scroll down. Do you see that triangle over here? Where does that come from? And there's another one in here. Is that a rendering error? What is that? Where is that coming from? I have no idea. Why do we have that? And this doesn't only happen in Google Chrome, it also happens in Safari. So let's go to the blog and let me bring the thing in here. So as you can see in here, let me zoom in a little bit, by the way. So this triangle is in here as well. So it's not a browser rendering bug. It's something that I did. I don't remember programming something like this. That's the interesting part. Where does this come from? Who knows? Well, we are going to take a look at that. Okay. I'll close this for now. We don't need it. Okay, let's quit Safari. Come back to Chrome. Cool. How do we fix that? I think the first thing I'm going to do is to take a look at what style we give to the horizontal ruler. So let's close these things. And let's open the horizontal ruler component and also the horizontal ruler module.sass. And let's split these. Okay, we have 4 styles in here. Which one of those styles are we using in here? We are using horizontal ruler dark, and horizontal ruler dark is that one. So it's a 1 pixel solid block with an opacity of 0.1. If we change this to just 1, what's gonna happen? Is it because of the transparency that we're giving it to? No. Let's change this. Let's change the color to red for now so we can see everything better. Oh. Let's try border none. So I think I know what to do now. Well, we are setting the border top to be a different color, right? But we are not setting the border right, border bottom, and border left. And that triangle is there because the border right is still there. And it's trying to, like, it's applying some anti-aliasing to mitigate for the fact, like, it shouldn't draw sharp corners. So it's trying to use some anti-aliasing to smooth that corner out. That's why it looks like a triangle. That's very interesting. Well, I've learned something new today. Good. I've learned a lot of things today actually, but whatever. So yeah, let's fix that. So border top is that one. Border. I guess the easiest way to say this is just say border none and then apply these styles. Actually, there's an even better way. So we use the property of cascading style sheets in here. No border. Clear border. We're gonna call this style clear border, and we're gonna add that in here, and we're gonna say border none. And also, we're gonna use that class name in here. That will fix our issue. Now, as you can see, let's get the digital color meter again. That weird triangle issue is gone. It's a perfect square now, or yeah, perfect sharp corners. Let's close this and let's reset this color back to 50.1, which was the original value of this, if you remember, and 0.1. So let's go back. Well, let's try 0.9 or 8. That's still a bit too low. Let's go for 90. Yeah, let's go with 120, and 120. Okay, that's better. Now let's zoom out. That issue is fixed as well. Let's move out onto the final task, which was to fix the errors that we saw in the homepage, in the logs. So if I go to console in here, you can see these 3 errors. Those are, by the way, the first 3 are coming from the analytics libraries of Firebase, and I've added them here on purpose. I'm still trying to understand how analytics work, so I'll leave them there for now. They don't, these changes don't go to production when we deploy, so it's fine. I mean, at least we don't see them in production. So let's fix these 3. Failed prop type. The prop content is marked as required in navigation bar, but the value is undefined. Content is marked as required in navigation bar. We forgot to update the prop type in navigation bar. That's the problem. Content, this is marked as required. Okay, we can just get rid of it now, actually. Okay, good. Prop type, invalid prop, children of type objects supplied to section, expected string. Children of type objects supplied to section, expected string. Yeah, I think we can fix that. Yeah, children is a node, right? It's a bunch of HTML elements. So that should be an object, not a string. That's my mistake there. So let's go to the section component. In here, the children, I've specified this as a string. This is going to be a node, right? And that fixes the issue. Okay, cool. And the navigation bar prop types is defined but not used. Okay, we forgot to clean the imports in here. Let's do that. And that gets rid of that error. And that's it. Well, we managed to fix all of the bugs in half an hour. Good job. And now I'm going to edit this video and upload it to YouTube and see you on the next stream. All right, have a nice evening and goodbye.